all the way from the Macon County Sheriff's Office, we are joined by Jim Root. Sheriff Jim Root, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. We want to get to know you a little bit more. You've been in law enforcement for 29 years. Kind of talk about your experience, why you went into law enforcement, and where we are today.
Well, it's kind of odd because I was a factory worker at Firestone. And when I hired in Firestone, within the first 65 days, we went on strike. And I was a single parent at the time, and I decided, being on the picket line for 18 months, I was like, this is not something that I can continue to do if this is the way it's going to be. So I applied for the sheriff's office, and then, after we got back to work at Firestone, they finally called me up, and I decided I'm going to take this job. I took a pay cut, but it was well worth it, and definitely a road that I've really enjoyed going down.
Talk about growing up. You're from Decatur. You were also in the military.
Yeah, I grew up in the city of Decatur. Went to public schools. Decided that my parents wanted me to go to college, and I just still didn't really apply myself to the academics of school, and didn't apply myself, and figured that I needed to get a little bit of discipline in my life, so I joined the Marine Corps.
Okay, and how was that?
Well, it was a hard 4 years, but it was definitely worth the time, and gave me the tools that I needed to become successful. So I recommend the military for anybody, and especially people that want direction and the ability to expand their horizons. It's definitely an experience that I wouldn't necessarily recommend one service over the other. So, but definitely it gives you what you need, the tools that you need to be able to be successful.
So once you left the military, you went back home?
Yep, came back home. My roots were there. My parents were there. I came back home and got a job doing construction, because that was some of the background I had. Because I went to, like I said, public schools. We learned vocational, and I learned how to do construction in high school. So that was a skill that I already had, and I went back, started a job, and then my parents decided that they were going to move away out of state, so they packed up, moved, and left me here, and I continued to raise my child, and become successful. Hired in the sheriff's office, and 29 years later, I'm still here.
Yeah, that is no joke. You've been through several positions throughout your career, including the patrol division, working in narcotics, state police drug task force. I mean, the list goes on and on. So kind of tell me a little bit of your background.
Well, like I said, I've moved up through the ranks because, like I said, the military gave me the tools that I needed to be successful. And, I would say the most fulfilling part of the sheriff's office was when I was working investigations in narcotics. Mm-hmm. People didn't recognize me as I had hair, things like that. People just didn't believe that that's what I did.
Right. So talk about what you're doing now. You're currently an instructor at the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center. What is that? What do you do?
So in 2018, the Howard G. Buffett Foundation, built this state-of-the-art facility down in Macon County, and one of the people that were in charge of, the academy, actually two of them, it was Tad Williams, who is state colonel, retired from there, become the commander. I applied, and then it's very fulfilling to train the next generation of law enforcement officers to do the job. And I've made a lot of mistakes in some of the things and investigations that I've done, and hopefully you can train people, and the more training you have, the better off they're going to have for outcomes.
And wrapping things up, one last question. Some of the concerns you're hearing from residents is just the uptick in violence. So talk a little bit about how the sheriff's office is handling that.
So the majority of violence is random. There are some targeted violence that's out there, but some of them, happen, and the thefts, the random ones out on the street. People just need to be vigilant in the way that they conduct themselves. Don't go out in neighborhoods you don't know at night. Have an exit plan, safe location to go to. Be aware of your surroundings. Sitting around talking or looking at your cell phone, walking down the road, not aware of your surroundings is really not a very safe practice.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the morning show. It was really nice to get to know you. And we're going to continue this conversation over on our new digital platform, our WCIA Plus app. We hope to see you there.